The Boy Scouts of America has fired nearly 8,000 scout leaders over allegations of child sex abuse that dates back decades. That's what new court documents are showing. Those allegations involve more than 12,000 victims. The Boy Scouts of America says that it sent every suspected abuse case to police and never knowingly allowed an abuser to work with children.